Jason. We love you.
Some of this is like 7th period centric. So for those of you who are in 7th period, you'll just have to pretend like you know what we're talking about.
Wait, is this represented? Okay. Yeah.
You're 7th period.
Yeah.
Good. All right. You. Wow. Oh my God. This is really crazy.
We love you.
Thank you. Okay. So this year has been really.
A lot of copying and plagiarism.
Are you gonna cry?
There's been a lot of plagiarism, but we moved past it.
You guys copied so many people's essays. Wow. But
your class doesn't do that, right? Really across us.
Okay, good.
But this year has been really. You don't even go here. You did. All right. This year has been really, really rewarding in a lot of ways. I can't look, Jason. You can't sit in front of me. This isn't going to go well. Okay, so this year has been really, really good and rough in ways, but not necessarily school rough. I think just, this year has been kind of what I think a lot of us weren't expecting. And I remember so vividly 7th period, how the day after the election, we all had like our moment together, 7th period, and I'm thankful for everyone in here. I had you all in some way, shape, or form, and this year, last year, getting to know you inside, outside school, something. And yes, I do sing for one class on the last day of school, although there's a plethora of mixtures in here. And I didn't know what to sing. I didn't know what to sing because last year was so easy. They liked Hamilton, and it made it so easy to do. And so like that was whatever. So this year I had kind of options, but not really options, because there wasn't like one definitive song that like everyone got into. Yes, I know. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. But that's not relevant. That's not like pertinent to education. And then I was like, okay, I know that especially the people sitting right here would love nothing more than to hear me go on for 5 minutes of paraphrasing. But that wasn't going to happen.
Or Africa.
No, I don't do Africa. That's not in my repertoire of songs.
I don't do Africa. That's not in my repertoire.
Are you recording?
But then I was like, okay, there's another song that we like. But so.
What is if it's waiting to whale up, John?
But you just have to wait.
What's the win?
On the outside, always looking in. Ever be more than I've always been, 'cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window, but that's not relevant either. Because there's nothing about you guys that is waving through a window. That song is about someone who feels like there's nothing more to be had. And
There's always more places
there's
to be done.
you come in. You're here for the performance aspect of today's portion of school.
Yeah. Just stay here.
You want to join?
Oh, dude, I like that.
All right.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
The song "Waving Through a Window," is about someone who feels like they don't really have any reason to have something. And, with you guys, that's just so not true, because I can't even articulate the way that I feel about you guys and the bright future that you're going to have. And to sit there and say that you want something better is, that's not accurate. So that song's great, but that's not what I'm going to do. So there wasn't a definitive song where I was like, okay, everyone's going to like this because it's like our class thing. So I decided to go a little bit rogue, and I picked something, not the start, that kind of rogue. I picked a song that's from a show that I've loved for 10 years, and it is called Merrily We Roll Along. The poster of it's been sitting on my wall since the first day of school last year, and the show is interesting because it goes backwards in time. The beginning of the show is where you meet these people who are adults, and they were best friends, and they all found their own success, and they all found their own paths in life, and they ruined their lives completely. They had all the money they wanted, they had all the success that they wanted, but they did not have happiness, and they did not have each other. And it shows how the greed and the power thirst and the innocence of life is removed. And we've talked about that all year long. The first thing we do is Scarlet Letter, and we talk about how, innocence is kind of removed from us, whether willingly, unwillingly, whatever. And the show goes backwards in time, and it shows you how they got to be at that moment. And so the end of the show is actually the beginning of the show. And they do this song that's called Our Time. And it's the three of them meeting each other for the first time. And they decide from that moment on, they're going to be the three best friends that anyone could have. And they're going to go out and change the world. And so this is your time. You haven't been jaded yet. You haven't had, the wickedness of reality fully thrusted upon you in a lot of ways. So you still have this tremendous opportunity to go out and do whatever it is that you want to do and turn out to be the person you want to be. So even though the song is called Our Time, I modified it a little bit, and if I screw up the words, because I've been listening to the song for 10 years, you won't know, but I will, and I'll be annoyed with it later, but you'll deal with it, okay? If I know I'm not going to get through this without crying, so this will not be my most vocally impressive moment. But it will be hopefully something that you take with you, and something that stays with you for many years to come. And it's been a privilege. I'm like laughing through crying, so it's like especially ugly.
I'm already so emotional.
All right.
Of course.
All right.
I always cry.
Drop the beat.
Something is stirring, shifting ground, it's just begun. Edges are blurring all around, and yesterday is done. Feel the flow, hear what's happening, you're what's happening. Don't you know, you're the movers and you're the shapers, you're the names in tomorrow's papers, up to you now to show them. It's your time, breathe it in, worlds to change and worlds to win. Your turn coming through, you and you and you and you. Feel how it quivers on the brink, everything gives you the shivers, makes you think. There's so much stuff to say. And you and me, we've been singing it like the birds. Me with music and you the words. Tell them things they don't know. show on. It's your time, breathe it in. Worlds to change and worlds to win. Your turn coming through. You and you and you and you. Feel the flow, hear what's happening. You're what's happening. Long ago, all we had was that funny feeling, saying someday you'd send them reeling. Now it looks like you can. Someday just began. It's your heads on the block, give you room and start the clock. Your time coming through. You and you and you and you. You and you. Something is stirring, shifting ground. It's just begun. Edges are blurring all around, and yesterday is done. Feel the flow, hear what's happening, you're what's happening. Don't you know you're the movers and you're the shapers, you're the names in tomorrow's papers. Up to you now to show up. It's your time, breathe it in. Worlds to change and worlds to win. Your turn coming through. You and you and you and you. And years from now we'll remember, and we'll come back by this classroom and hang a plaque. This is where you began. Being what you can. It's your hands on the block, give you room and start the clock. Your time coming through. You and you and you and you. 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 Anyways, I love you, and I hope you have a fantastic summer.